What's up? What's up? Yeah, the notification didn't go out, Alberto. It's not just you. Clear, you didn't get a notification either, right? That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem. I don't know what I can do to make it notify. That's not good. Does that sometimes. You can't stop it. So we're gonna have a lot less people in this bitch with no notifications. But hopefully people will be on YouTube. Did anybody get notification besides, well, whoever's in here? Did anybody get the notification for the live stream? Fury beats Usyk in the rematch. Agreed. But did anybody get the notification in the Claressa's fighting Cameron? You guys seen all that? Isn't that wild? What is she doing? She's fighting Cameron. No, I know you didn't, but Walter, Claressa, did you guys get the notification for this stream? It usually comes out within a minute. It's already been 3. I almost feel like ending it and doing it again to see if the notification will go out, but I just did it twice. It didn't go out. Sometimes they just be on some bullshit. Vargas versus Mason. Emiliano Vargas versus Abdullah Mason, or what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? Let me see. What up, Dwayne? Did you get the notification or you just saw? Notifications off for everything. Oh, okay. You wouldn't know. Did Kalia or Dwayne get the notification? Because without that notification, we're going to see a lot less volume in here, a lot less viewership. There was an 8 in here, now it dropped off to 3. You did get it, Kalia. You're saying you did get the notification? Yeah, because I didn't get it. Like, I have my own email added to the notification, so it sends it to me too, so I know when the shit's going out. But I've had people come in here and say they haven't gotten it. So maybe it's going in, and I'm checking my spam. Not trash. I'm trying to check. Where do you get your mark? Junk. What do we got? Yeah, no, I don't got it in my junk. Nothing. Nothing in my junk. Nothing like that. Yep, nothing. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that about a bitch? Okay, well, what are you gonna do? Anyway, what we got going on, people? Hopefully, we'll get more people come in. Hopefully, they'll see it. Did you see a video of EJ? I did. He looks in shape and ready. Well, I don't know about ready mentally, but in shape, yes. They're gonna do you like they did Blue Blood. YouTube won't let people watch his live. Why not? He says that he gets like no notifications, but really, Cameron is hilarious. Yeah, he is. That video clip he put up a Boomerang, insinuating that she wants to bang him, and he turned her down, is funny. Some people say it sounds like he's slurring. What's that? Oh, EJ? He talks like that. There is that southern drawl. You know what I mean? Tio and Eddie knows what great is. Yep, I'm him. I'm a Frank fan, and he will knock out Tio. I disagree. I'm him. Frank doesn't really knock out many people historically. So, what makes you think it'll start with Tio? Nobody's knocked Tio out. Nobody's even really hurt Tio. Like a flash knockdown, but actually hurt? No. Oh, Tank. I agree with that. I think Tank will stop Tio. I agree with that. I think Tank stops anybody. Any and everybody. How many of you guys in here got the notification on your email about this live? Because I'm having some issues. People, I guess, aren't getting them. Which is causing this viewership now to be crap. But what are you going to do? I could try and do another live, right? End it and try to shoot another one out. but I don't think that'll work. Matter of fact, what would happen if I set up a live right now? I'm curious. I think if I'm already live, it won't work, but let's see. I'm gonna do box, then it'll get people here. Create a live. Let's see if it lets me. I'm trying to create one as I'm going right now. Let's see what happens. Probably won't work. Now I'm in 2 different lives at the same time. All right, let's see what happens. All right, so now I'm live twice. What's crack-a-lackin', Sanction Boss? What's crack-a-lackin'? All right, I just sent the live. I did 2 lives. Let's see if this other one sends out the notification. What's cracking? Just keep it going here, champ. Don't let it bother you. All right. Well, I'm gonna try and do this other one. Usually by about a minute, it sends out the notification to me at least. So I should get the email right now within the next, I don't know, a few seconds. But it's not looking like it's happening. So that's not good. All right, so I'm gonna end the other one because I don't know if it's gonna fuck up this stream. But damn, YouTube is bugging. You know, if I made mad money on this would be pretty fucking annoying. If I made mad money on this, because then this will be fucking up my whole shit because it's not sending out notifications. How many people in here right now, nobody's really answering me, got the notification for this live? Either say, yes, I got it, no, I didn't. Because I'm really curious. I think one person said they did. I think that might be about it. So talk to me, and we'll go get back into the boxing stuff. George Cambosis versus Shakur. Shakur, easy. Marco, I got a Dunkin' Cup too. Mine is not a Dunkin' Cup. This is a Starbucks cup. You got it. You got to. No, YouTube hates you, maybe. You got it, Dwayne? You got the notification? You didn't get it, Armor? You didn't get the shit? All right. Well, nobody's really answering that question for some reason. I'm on a diet right now. What, are you a little chubby about the ass, neck, chest, back, and thigh area? Yeah, Nest is an informant. That's why YouTube, they don't mess with TBV viewership. Oh, you're too young to be a conspiracy theorist. What were you talking about last live stream? I wasn't there. I didn't do one last night. You got it. Okay. Well, I guess some people are getting it. So whatever. What are we gonna do? I'm a little overweight. What's a little? 10 pounds, 5 pounds, 30 pounds. What are we talking here? What are we talking here? What, Eon? Yo, Eon, did you get the notification for this live? Is that what brought you here with your pristine head of hair? Or what? Or what the deal? What the dealio? TBV always has 600 to 800 viewers no matter the time of day. Yeah, some people get more. What's his face? I've seen Showbiz with 2,000, 3,000. I mean, these guys are doing what I not perspire, not acquire, what I not desire, but what's the word? What's up, Vinny? They're making money. They're making a living off doing this, and I want to do that. I don't know if this will be doing it this way, the lives, like their bread and butter is their lives. Mine, I don't know if it will be. I'm 5'10", 220, 230. I don't know your body type, but Mike Tyson's 5'10", 220. So if you're a Tyson type, you're perfect. But generally speaking, 5'10", you should probably be around 160, 175 maybe. Generally speaking. Ian, don't be spazzing out today, please. Word. What's up, Rob? What's up, Robert? Will you switch up on us when you blow up? Switch up how? I don't get it. What's so special about Showbiz? And I think thank you. I don't get it either. And no disrespect to him because I like him. I've talked to him before. I've interviewed him. He's cool. Look, he puts on taco hats and he does goofy videos. He's more goofy, right? And that's his thing. And he's very animated, and he's very like, yeah. Oh, some muscle, but now stop going. What ended up happening with all the smoke in Matt Barnes? Nothing. Haven't heard from him. Not heard from him. And I haven't been bothering him because that's the way you burn a bridge. I've not heard from him, and I have not reached out. So I'm just waiting. I reached out to them maybe like 3-4 months ago. And I haven't heard anything. Will I go Hollywood? If I get the chance to go Hollywood, I'll fucking go Hollywood. I'll still talk to you guys, but I'll go Hollywood. I want to make, guys, I am, like, my business is doing very poorly for almost 2 years now. You guys know this. So I can use the cheese. So I want this to blow up. So if I get a chance to go Hollywood, you bet your ass I'm going. I'm not going to change my personality, but I'm going to go where I need to go to get that cheddar. Marco got to post a Facebook video page. You can make money. You don't think I have a Facebook? Rob. I have a Facebook. I have a fucking TikTok, which TikTok pays me. That one does decently. Facebook refused to monetize me, even though I met all the criteria. They won't monetize me. They say it's invite only. That's the way Facebook works. Of course, Instagram. Of course, YouTube. I got a Twitter account. That does not, nobody gives a fuck about me on Twitter. But I'm gonna still keep. I didn't start posting everything on Twitter until maybe a month, 2 months ago. One month or 2 months. So we'll see what happens if it starts getting traction. I don't have beady eyes. Are kind of enamoring. You don't have the beady eye. Yeah. You think they're enamoring? You think Showbiz's beady eyes are enamoring?
Tutti frutti! Tutti frutti!
You like looking at his eyes and you get enamored?
Tutti frutti!
You get fucking enamored by his bulging eyes? You're turned on by Showbiz? Holy shit, Alberto. Showbiz is more for the super semi-casual. That's a good point, because he's very cartoonish, right? Almost like a sitcom. Look, I would never wear a taco hat. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not shitting on him because he fucking buries me in viewership and in money in terms of this game. So fuck, maybe I should wear a taco hat. Yeah, you have to appeal to the casuals. That's not true. Ness and fucking Blue Blood, who make a very good living off this, it's the only job they have, do not appeal to fucking casuals. Time to pull the plug on the business, then Marco is saying, nah, I'm not pulling the plug on shit. We're not there yet. I'm in my business 15 years. I'm not pulling the fucking plug. I'm not, it's not that. We're going to get back on track. It's been taking time. I mean, look, you never know. If it keeps being bad, if inflation, who knows? But we're not at the point that we got to pull the plug. You do something 15 years, you're not pulling the fucking plug that easily. I'm a fighter too. You know what I mean? I'm a fight before I got to go anywhere. You can Carter those old heads, young folks. Marco, do you make something of this? You recommend it. Make something of what? I don't know what you're talking about. Marco, do you make something of this, off this? Oh, yes, I do, but not much. But my YouTube numbers are not big, right? My big numbers are Instagram, right? Millions. This month it might be my busiest month I've ever had. 8 million views this month alone on Instagram. Just Instagram. 8 million, right? If I'm doing that here on YouTube, I'm stacking cheese. But Instagram, the papes is thin. They're very thin with the papes. So, and my bread and butter are my short videos because nobody has an attention span. Short videos pay way less than long form videos. So there it is. Cleo, what up? What up? His eyes are funny, I meant. Yeah, we know what you meant. I never watch a full video of Showbiz. Don't get why they watch him. I think you should do live. Let me tell you something, RL. First of all, thank you. Second of all, of course, if I got offered the job, that's what I want to do. My dream job would be have my own show like this, but in a studio, have fighters come in, go over old fights, and then also to commentate. Man, I read the Zone, any fucking buddy. You think they will appeal to? You don't think they appeal to the casuals? I don't know. Everything I see is like, no, they're hardcore. to put showbiz is a more of a casual appeal because it makes it more, like I said, cartoony. Those guys are just straight. Like Ness, I don't even know half the fucking fighters. Like they're teaching me about fighters in that show. That's how, like, you know what I'm saying? But there's thousands of them and they all know it. A wig. I wish you can get some of your Instagram followers on you. I know, me too, man. Get your Instagram views and followers to follow you. I'm trying, Walter. That's why at the bottom all my clips you see Marco Boxing YouTube. But you know, I feel like you go live, you post on Instagram that you're about to go live on YouTube. Maybe. See that? Look at that. Look what my man right here just said. This is exactly. This is why I don't do well, because people don't even know about my Instagram on YouTube and vice versa. And people on YouTube don't even know. This is why. What's your Instagram? Now, it's not your fault, Omar, but it's Marco Boxing. Marco 3_ boxing. I literally have way more subscribers there, 110,000, I believe, last I checked. And I get millions of views per day. Marco Nessa's informed. I know, man. You told me. I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing business with him. I got the paperwork. Show me the paperwork. Why don't you do me a favor? Why don't you DM me the paperwork or whatever information? I don't want to talk about this here because really, this is my boy. I appreciate him. So even if he is, I don't give a fuck. Maybe there was a reason for it. Look, people talk shit about Tekashi 6ix9ine. I'll be honest. Now people say he lied about it, but if what he said, if my boys, so-called boys, kidnap me, one of them, and the other one fuck my girl, yeah, I might turn into be an informant too on them. So I get it. So the point is, we don't know the situation with Ness. Maybe it was a situation like that where they did him real dirty. Your show is an asset to boxing. Thank you. You know what? That's not a super chat, but it might as well be a super chat. So you, my friend, for that very flattering comment. Oh, that's the wrong one. Look at that. There we go. Thank you so much. Appreciate the comment. What's up, Soul? Soul, I believe in Fury to get. You done, T? Oh, I left you. I believe in Fury to get the job done, and I think he knocks Usyk out. Me and you both. What about incorporating both worlds in your business owner of a company? Nah, I don't want any. That's not my passion. This is. But thank you for the suggestion. You can just contact Pro Boxers. I'll talk to them. Well, yeah, I know you do. Also, how I'm chilling. How you doing, Soul? Marco, the overtime boxing page is going into the next. Yeah, I should hit them up. I have hit them up. Matter of fact, maybe I'll hit them up again. That's what I should do. I should reach out to more people. Marco, you're not a street dude. Why you care? LOL about him snitching. Not a street. I used to be. The what makes you think I wasn't? I was. I'm not now, but neither is he. I used to be, and you're wrong. I do care about shit like that. Back in the day, I would have cared. That's a shit. I grew up exactly in the street and in you know what I'm saying? And there's certain things that people do that, you know, that banging somebody's girl, you know, there's a bunch of things. Nah, you're wrong. I would have cared in my 20s. I don't give a fuck now. Alberto, do me a favor. DM it to me, Alberto. I'll DM. I'm not doing this here. What up, Chicago? Almighty killer. Because that's be popping like he's just cool guy when he's. You don't know. Like I said, you don't know the situation. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? I would love the Tank versus Teo male fight. Yeah, so I assume you think Teo loses because you're calling him Teo male? Who cares if people snitch? Because they're perceived as not trustworthy. And that's a real violation of a code if you grew up in any kind of inner city. Or actually any kind of hood. Doesn't even matter if it's inner city. So that's why. But again, that's more young people shit. In your 20s, you give a fuck. Maybe even your early 30s. And also, the context of the situation matters. Overtime is pretty good. Yeah, man, I would take any of those jobs. It's YouTube boxing. You can go wrong. Marco, take away Alberto Wrench. Why is he posting paperwork links? That's what I'm saying. I don't think he should do that. Ness was a federal informant. He snitched out his plug in New Jersey and ran to Las Vegas. Like I said, maybe there's a reason. In Chicago, we don't trick, we don't hang with tricks. All right? Damn, what was he doing? Man, I don't fucking know. Claressa is getting clown all over YouTube. Yeah, but I think Claressa, I think she's being a genius. I think she is stirring the pot so everybody could smell it cooking. And it's working because we're talking about it. So is Cameron. So is, you know what I mean? Cameron's a rapper from the 90s, was a show with another rapper named Mace, a popular, I guess it's an internet talk show now, but they were very popular rappers from New York, from Manhattan, matter of fact, my hood, in the late 90s, early 2000s. Cam might have been more the 2000s. Mace came out in the late 90s. I thought we talked about boxing here now. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Man, I'm 42 and we still live by that code. Right. But there are, and I'm with you, but the difference now is I would hear the context first. Then right off the bat, your 20s, you're like, fuck that, fuck him. But now I'd want to hear the context. Well, why did you? You know, and now we have families now. We've gone through shit. We're older. So you process information differently when you get older. Chicago is soft as hell. Oh boy. Here we go. Here we go. Get some armor. Chicago, don't bite. Come on. Oh, damn. Claressa wants the race fans to actually get in her comments. I know who Mace is. Okay, well, good. Alberto's a rat would still smack you. Alberto, a rat would still smack you. Okay. Vinny. Are you an actual white dude named Vinny? I don't even know. What's that picture? Is that supposed to be James Gandolfini? Vinny, are you, two questions. Because I'm picturing an Italian dude from Blake Bensonhurst. Where are you from? And are you white or black? What's your ethnicity? Southpaw TV is a clean example of Chicago being, I wouldn't say, you can't say a whole city soft. That's goofy. Come on. Shakura and Claressa trying to talk shit to him back fired. Oh, Shakur talked shit to him too. That's right. Mark, you need to make videos on boxers like Dixie Normus. Never heard of him. Hugh Jazz. Never heard of him. Max Ox Long. Oh, so you're trying to, that's some weird dick jokes? Dixie Normus. Okay, got that one. Huge Jazz. Okay, it's supposed to be huge ass, but that one doesn't translate well. Mike Oxlong. Oh, Mike Coxlong. But see, I didn't say it right. See, those aren't good. Dixie Normus. That one's okay, but huge Jazz doesn't come off good. Mike Oxlong doesn't come off good either. And of course, Bend Over is a classic. Yo, Cam killing Shields. I mean, yeah. Why is everyone clowning Claressa? She went at Cameron, the rapper. Shakur and Claressa tried talking shit to Cam, but backfired. Yep. Southpaw did beat up a dude talking shit, and he called out Hackett and Philly, and they ain't slide through. So, Chicago, you really think that guy could fuck with Hackett in an actual fight? Take away your Chicago, which you probably can't, but take away your Chicago, what's the word? Brotherhood, your Chicago loyalty. Just look at it as two dudes. What you know of them both. You really think he could beat Greg? And yeah, Greg outweighs him by a lot too. What gets more views? Old boxers? New. By far new. By nobody gives a fuck. That's what's impressive about what I'm doing. That's toot my own horn. I'm getting old boxers mad shine. Because it's like when I do interviews, for example, this is how I know that my voice is a commodity. Like my voice is the power. When I would do interviews, right? Old fighters, nobody gave a fuck. Unless it's one of the huge names like Mike Tyson, nobody cared. Any current fighter would get tons of views, right? But that's because I wasn't doing shit. But I was letting the fighters talk. I'd ask some questions, but it wasn't about me. But my videos are about me, so I'm able to get it to that point where people give a fuck about the old fights because of the way I'm presenting it. So that's pretty cool. That's encouraging that I could get more. South Palm, Chicago. Chicago is the hardest city, been the hardest city for them. Okay. Them dudes ain't even, all right. Guys, let's do boxing, man. We don't give a fuck about all this shit. No, he hasn't. He hasn't. Marco, don't ever be affiliated. He hit me up on some respectful shit. Southpaw did. He did say some disrespectful shit to me years ago. I don't think he knew. I don't think he remembered that he said it, but he hit me up recently on some like respectful shit. So I got no problem with him. He said, "Yo, I like your stuff. I got no beef with you." He saw me. He saw Bill Haney start talking about in an interview. He started bringing him up to me, and I didn't engage. So he was thanking me for not engaging. And the truth is, I don't get involved in that shit. I don't want to get involved in any, like, I'm here to analyze boxing, current and past. That's it. Not talk about people's bank accounts, although I did bring up Floyd's, and that's a very unique case because Floyd brings up his own bank account all the time, right? And by the way, I don't know if any of you guys saw it. I had mentioned just one point. I think he's struggling for money. And that's as far as I was going to go with it, but people got all worked up, so I had to defend myself. But anyway, the point is, I don't bring up people. Like, I don't give a fuck really about what's going on with Claressa and Cameron. Like, we could touch on it, but moving forward, I definitely don't care about beef between boxing YouTubers and like that's not. I like boxing, so that's where it's at. Who do you think Crawford is fighting next? That's a great fucking question, Joker. That's a great fucking question. I don't know. It's supposed to be Fundora, but shout out to Two-Tone with the Man Yams listening. Where's Two-Tone at? I don't see him. How you know he's listening? He didn't say anything, unless I missed it. What up, NYC King? Remind me, my man, age and what part of NYC you from? Remind me. Is it true Jake Paul wants to fight Joe Biden? I believe it's not true. You goofball. Greg Hackett has 3 wins, 20 losses. Greg Hackett, don't shit on Greg Hackett, first of all. That doesn't mean he can't be a good trainer. Greg Hackett, I've met Greg in person. I know Greg. Greg is literally 5'7", and he fought at heavyweight. So, of course he's going to take L's because he's way out of his weight class. That's why he took those losses. That's the only reason. I bet you if he had, I don't know if it was discipline issues or whatever it was where he didn't make his normal weight, he should probably be a middleweight, maybe even a welter. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he has all those losses, not because he's not a good fighter. Like, you can't go, you sitting there, you know what I'm saying, throwing hatchets at people who are 100 pounds heavier than, like, naturally bigger than you. Yo, the black callers from TV are racist. Some, but Two-Tone is funny when he says chilaquiles. I like, he made me look at you. Like, now, thanks to him, I'm going to be sitting during Thanksgiving dinner and just looking at yams, candied yams, very differently. Thanks to him. Dwayne, Greg can still knock people out in the streets. Yes. Yep, that's true as well. Catskill. So how are you an NYC King? What the fuck? You're confusing me. Talk to me. I'm not trying to shame you. Just asking. Why not make YouTube videos instead of shorts? Main reason is a lot of times when I use those clips from the fights that I use, I get flagged. Something about shorts, they don't flag you. But long form videos, they will flag me. That's the main reason why. But I could try it. Maybe I will. Tio is Canelo. That's great for boxing. Me passing down the torch to him. Mickey Bay is like Greg. Word. Spent some time with Mark Breland in Yonkers way back. All right. My wife's from near Yonkers. Cali, New York, soft compared to Chi-Town. Come on, Chicago. Stop it. We've already gone through this. Don't make me say I'll whoop your ass again. Let's not go there. Let's just keep it. Let's keep it a New York and Chicago truce. Dude's always coming in fucking blazing hot, this Chicago dude. Tio going to Canelo team. Be my cuz, thinking of passing down the torch. Big E is true NYC King. Yeah, in the long run, YouTube video will create more income and bigger fan base. Hopefully. I have a house up north, an apartment in the city. Where? Where in the city? Marco, your kids have school tomorrow. I don't know if I have school tomorrow. You don't know? Yeah, you should. I think he's a good trainer, but a good fighter. False. You, again, I've seen him fight. He could fight. But what's he going to do with somebody who's a foot taller and way heavier naturally? I'm racist. Fuck you. You fucks. Yeah, we see that. Here's Lowe, who is my man, right? Good dude. But he thinks he can fuck with me with boxing. He can't. He can't. He cannot. Let me read what this says. Claressa jumping off top turn buckle is nasty work. Yeah. But again, not Tone, excuse me, Low. She's stirring the pot, and we're all smelling what the Rock is cooking now. And that's a genius move. She goes, I'm not going to go work with Jake Paul because I already burnt that bridge, but I'm going to I'm going to tear a whole chapter out of his novel and use it. Listen to this dude. I'm hearing that noise again outside. I noticed most popular boxers always get famous outside of boxing. Serrano the GOAT. Nah. Shit. Christy Martin's the OG GOAT. She's the only one to knock people out silly as a female pro. To this day, nobody knocks girls out as much as she did. Look her up, Christy Martin, coal miner's daughter. White girl from somewhere in the South. Knock biatches the fuck out. Low kind of sounds like he knows what he's talking. Nah, he does. He just can't fuck with me. Eon, I will take that wrench and shove it way deep in your...
Tutti frutti!
Don't fuck with me. Marco, I don't be listening to announcements. I just listen into my own world, all right? Ortiz versus Boots. Is that official? Is that official? Ortiz and Boots isn't official. I'm going to kidnap you plates. He might like it. He might like it.
Tutti frutti!
Why, man, don't... YouTube strictness getting out of hand. Why? What happened, Million? What was strict? Million Films. You in NYC? Let me zoom in on that. Yeah, you are. That's a picture of my city. But are you from my city? That's the question. Two Tones roast of Claressa had me cracking up. Which roast? Because I'd like to... One, I was with him? What? Because I didn't hear him roast her. Well, I'd like to hear it. Sydney Sweetie. What's that mean? Do I box? Who are you asking? Who's that? Female. Christy Martin? 32 knockouts out of 49 wins. That is, let's see, I'm going to guess it's in the 70s, I guess. 32 divided by 49, 65. Okay, that's not the best, but for female, that's good. That's good. Church Ave. Oh, in Brooknam? That's in Brooknam? Oh, shit. Off the F train? Did Eon... Is that where you from? Million? Talk to me. Chicago's unhinged. Yeah, Chicago fuck you up. The video he made on his live dissing Claressa was hilarious. Look, Tone is another one who is smart. Tone knows what to say, when to say it, and what will come of him saying. Tone's smart. Very smart. You soft as hell, goof troop. Oh, boy. What's up, Woo? 36 Chambers. Someone take Dude Wrench. He's weird as hell. Marco, can you explain your definition of a fighter being hurt? Great question. A fighter being hurt, in my opinion, is somebody who is visibly wobbled, not even a flash knockdown, visibly wobbled, right? Or appearing that they might go down at any moment. If one more shot lands, they're going to go down. That's hurt. So something that disrupts their balance more than just one little step and then they're totally, like, they get hit. You know, somebody will get hit and they'll just knock them back one step, but they're fine. Nah. Slight dizziness or given the impression that they might go down if another shot lands. That to me is hurt. Yeah, come on, Armor, stop engaging this crap. Two-Tone turned into one of my favorite. Yeah, man. Hell yeah. We should have boxing channel. I would pay Mark over Southpaw. Man, I'm 48 years old. I ain't fighting no fucking Southpaw. Get out of here. Nah, I know. I got you. You won't do anything in mine. Get out of here. Tone is funny as fuck, and he fucks with the Raza. What's the Raza? Marco, what happens if a fighter gets knocked down? What do you mean what happens? Their butt cheeks touch the canvas. Or the cowhide scrapes on the floor. Thank you, Marco. I've had many disappointments with other pundits about this topic of being hurt. Well, again, remember, I want everybody here to remember this. This is real shit here. Everything in boxing, it's subjective. Everything except a knockout. That's it. Even a knockdown can be subjective, right? Not as much. Knockdowns, but knockouts, the only thing that can't be subjective. Either you're up, a knockout. I don't mean a TKO. I mean either your knees and your gloves are not touching the canvas by the count of 10, or they're not. That's a knockout, right? Everything else is subjective. You owe Nestor the fade. Me? How about I fade you? You know what I'm saying? You from Philly. Ness at least is tri-state. You from Philly. Trying to play with me. We the Chicago outfit. Man, your video on Rockman, I remembered. Yeah. Well, Rockman, those of you who don't know, I came up with Rockman. We were in Kevin Rooney's camp together. I lived with him. We were in the same house together. Stable of fighters for almost a year. That's like my brother, right? When I saw him knock out Lennox, I was like beyond amped. It's like when your friend does it, crazy. I saw Hassim's second amateur, like when me and him turned amateur at the same time. He obviously went way further in his career than me, but we started at the same time. I'm hearing that shit in the wall again. I'm hearing that shit in the wall again to you. I think it's just birds outside. Two-Tone is Latino Boricua. For Two-Tone, just the fact that he backs up Teofimo. What? Teofimo's Honduran. I'm confused. I don't know what that meant, Low be drinking. Two-Tone is a YouTuber who does mostly hip-hop based commentary, but now does boxing as well. Out of Phoenix. You'll never know. Eddie Reynoso is about to turn Teofimo on something scary. Nah. See, I disagree, Low. I think Teofimo is going to get mad. He's going to excel from this, but not Eddie Reynoso. It's going to be Canelo. Canelo is going to be the one that's going to give him these little tips and tricks that he's going to really absorb. But more importantly, being associated with Canelo. Just like when Tank was associated with Floyd and Carmel with Floyd. That association with having Canelo walk him into the ring, sit ringside at his fights, that is going to propel Teo to the next level. I'm going to go down a little because you guys are coming in. I missed a lot of comments. Getting slumped in every way worse. Lance, what up? Yep, in the walls. I believe it's not in the walls. I think it's outside. I think it's a bird. You started at the same time as Rockman. He is older than me. Only by a couple years. He's older than me by 4 or 5 years. Well, he started, that's the thing. He started boxing at 19. I started boxing at the time I was 15 or 16. So he's only 3 years older than me. But he started late. People don't know that. Teofimo's Honduran. Yep. If you could, would you go back and take... No. Hell no. The shit that I'm learning now in this industry, seeing all the CTE, all the dementia, all the memory loss, all of the broke, like financial hardships that these guys go through, how nobody even gives a fuck anymore about them, how people talk mad shit about you, how there's no health insurance, how there's no pension. Nope. I sure the fuck would not. Mark, have you ever taken a knee on purpose? Nope. Same thing, Teo is going to get a lot better with Team Canelo. Yeah. Salute. What up, Jay Tonic? Margot, Clarissa Shields seems the type of person who is happy for you as long as you don't outshine them. You know, a lot of people said Muhammad Ali was like that. And which brings you to think maybe that's the kind of shit you need to do to become a megastar. Maybe that's the kind of mentality you have to have. Yeah, it's kind of shitty, especially if you're in their circle. But most of Floyd's that way too. Shit. Floyd was that way too. Maybe she is, but maybe that's what's gonna maybe that's why she is where she is, and she's gonna keep going. I think this Cameron move is actually genius. The more I think about it, like yeah, on off jump it comes off a little petty or like she's hating or she's mad that the numbers were better, but I think she's gone deeper. Canelo is gonna go kissing me to watch Tio. So what are you hearing around your house? Something in the walls again. Either in the walls or on the other side. Do you guys see deer in your neighborhood? Connecticut is next to... Yeah, I see mad deers. Mad deers. Raza is Mexican stock. Oh, okay. Yo, Marky, who you got? Pato or Hutchins? I don't know. To be quite honest, I feel like that fight might be a little...
Boring.
And to be even more honest, my real opinion on that fight, and I know this is bad, but...
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Whoever looks spectacular in the victory, I'll go for them. But if it's just going to be
Boring.
I don't want to see it. I don't give a fuck. What up, Michael? What up, Michael? Yuma AZ. All right. All right. Is this Tone? This might be Tone. Tone, is this you? Oh, no, he just doesn't talk. I don't know if he's in here or not. Because Mike Tone says his name is like, he has some weird fucking alias name. So maybe the first one's Michael. Combat is dangerous. True that. Marco, it might be... Nah, no rats. They don't have those out here. Marco, lots of amateurs come up with Rockman. Do you remember Hugh? Oh, Jesus. Yo, Rob. Do you know Willis? You know Willis? Willis was looking for you, man. He called me. Will this fit in your mouth? I had to bring that one back from 92. Some people might call it stupid. You might call it stupid, but I want to know what it means to be strong and why I started boxing. I don't really care. I want to know what it means to be strong. I don't get it. Fantasy matchup. Tony. I got Tony. Fuck Hopkins. Hopkins, to me, although was one of the greatest fighters ever, was the epitome of...
Boring.
Power slap is one of the stupid... Yeah, that's a fact. Nah, I'm not two-tone. Okay, just making sure. It is. Like, why would you just... You can't even defend yourself. You just taking CTE. It's so stupid. Like, just blunt force head trauma. Just on a platter. Rob is definitely a homosexual. Oh, shit. How you get through the copyright when you break down sparring. Sparring is not copywritten. It's not a network. Tony never fought at 54. I know. 22 December, it's Judgment Day. Barberchuk versus Madrimov. Who will really... Yeah, I think Madrimov might win. Eon, shout out to Eon, the pansexual. Tony never fought at 54. We know that. That's just his fantasy matchup. Rob and Eon need to settle it in the ring. I don't know anything about Rob. I don't even know what he looks like. Eon, I do. And I'm going to go with Eon. I'm going to bet Eon will beat Rob until maybe Rob shows what he looks like. Just something. Marco, I feel like I should be more Werther Originals jokes. Or Werther's original jokes. Okay. I thought Two Tone was a gangster rapper. Should be, right? I beat the brakes off old head. Oh shit! I don't think he's old. I think he's just your age. I'm a Killian. Jesus, you're an angry fella. Oh shit! Kid Austin wants to fight Shakur. Kid Austin wants to fight Shakur now. Yeah, they should fight. He said it was like 40. I don't remember what he said. Can't talk about masters of the shoulder roll without talking about James Toney. Well, I mean, that's the greatest shoulder roll. I guess Floyd may be better, but very close. A lot of important people to me struggle, Marco, and I want to be strong for them. And when they can't be strong for themselves. So you mean mentally strong, is that it? Are you feeling old when young boxing fans talk about old school? No. No, I educated myself on the old fighters back in the day anyway. The Marcianos, the Joe Lewises, the Jack Johnsons, Jack Dempseys. A lot of Jacks back then. Willie Pep, you know what I mean? So, no, I've always been, even when I was young, I was into the old school. Because, the old school is the true school. Old school, new school, need to learn, oh. I burn, baby, burn like disco inferno. Sparked high like blunts with yayo. Pero Dennis B. Strong, Brody. Yeah, man. Shakur probably stops Austin, to be honest, too inexperienced. Agreed. Austin has amazing skill. Speed and power is off the sickle, but a little wild. Does not set traps. A lot of fighters do not. I used to be one of them. That's why I know so much about it. I would rely on my speed, my reflexes, and the power. But when I'm in there with somebody who either has better defense and I don't hit him as much, or I hit him flush and they just look at me and keep coming, that's when you have to start hitting dudes with shots that they don't see. Because those are the ones that'll get out anybody, the ones they don't see. Sweet Pea Floyd, Tony Ezzard. Perfectly put, Smooth. I agree 1,000%. Nicolino Loche as well, and Willie Pep as well, by the way. Marco, does a Prime Holyfield do against Prime Klitschko? Ooh. I think Klitschko might be... Damn, I don't know, man. That's a great one. Maybe Holyfield? It's hard to tell. Holyfield had more fortitude. Klitschko also didn't have the best will, fire lit under his Ukrainian ass. So, oh Jesus, this fucking guy's out of control. I think Austin starts too quick as well. My favorite fighter of all time was Johnny Tapia. I met him a couple times in my gym back when I was still active. First fight I ever watched live. Yeah, he was a monster. Ike Williams, bro. Who the fuck is Ike Williams? Which Klitschko? He said Vladimir, he said. Did y'all know Mike and Ike used to make root beer candy? What the fuck are you?
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
Shout out to Two Tone for that one, by the way, because that's the best fucking sound effect. I try to be original, but certain ones are so good you gotta just fucking snatch them up. Caleb is putting pressure on Edgar. It's embarrassing. And Edgar doesn't want to fight him? Holyfield was juiced up. Damn.
Tutti frutti.
Wait, that's not the right one. Holyfield was juiced up. What would be a good sound effect for being juiced up? Can't really think of one. Oh, I know.
Hadouken!
No, probably not. All right, whatever. I'm trying. Mark, what's your favorite movie? What? Exactly. Marco, boxing is mental, and in a minute you lose your mental sport, you're done. So you're asking how to be strong mentally? You have to take your fear, eat it, and metabolize it, and shit it out, and have it be fuel for you to keep striving towards your goal. Take your fear and metabolize it, eat it up, and shit it out, and have it be fuel for you to keep pushing forward and facing everything head on. That's mentally strong. Edgar Berlanga should fight the mustache man, Trevor McCumbee. Nah, juiced up got to be Poopy, this Popeye the Sailor Sand. Oh. Like, or maybe a Super Mario, like when it gets powered up. I don't know. Or, shit, Capri Suns. Maybe I'll do like because I call that shit, dude's got Capri Sun pouches everywhere. It's Ike Ibiabuchi, not Mike, but okay. And he's not. He's not. I actually emailed him. I've interviewed him before. I know him. I talked to him. He said there was a possible offer, but they didn't give him enough money. It is not happening. I wish it was, though. Troy Osley reminds me of Tim Bradley, the way he fights, somewhat monotone pace. Interesting. Tim Bradley against Provodnikov, he was fucking firing. I disagree with that. Boxing teaches you to be calm in stressful situations. When you're calm and not running off anger, you're much better. I disagree. I think you always need anger, but it has to be controlled anger. So you metabolize the fear into a controlled anger. No fighter is not angry. It's just how a lot of them don't process it in their brain. Just, no, I'm not angry. Yeah, that shit is, they're growing up in the hood or fucking abusive parent or whatever it is, all those hardships that anger you, that cause you that shit, it's all anger. We're humans. We all have anger. Women tend to maybe deal with it more with emotions and with crying, and men tend to deal with it with anger and aggression. So anger is so essential to identify your anger and use it to your benefit. Not go crazy, start throwing without thinking of technical boxing blood or a game plan. No, but use it to your benefit. When I get angry or when I get scared, I start getting extra focused. That's what growing up in Hell's Kitchen did for me. That's what made me a good fighter. When I wanted to be in the ring. Can you show some love, Usyk, when he beats you? Yeah, I will. It's not going to happen, but sure. Thanks. I don't say a lot, but I'm really glad I found. I appreciate you, my man. Marco Ike posted on his YouTube page today. Oh, did he? Okay. Because I could pull up an email right now. He told me it's not happening. This email was from like 2 weeks ago, so shit might have changed. Pacheco is fighting Trevor McCumbee. Who do you think will win? I don't know. Metabolize the anger. Yep. I like it. That's true. Turn the anger into controlled aggression in the ring. Yep. Yeah, you got to control. Because really, the truth is, it's all starts with fear. And then it morphs into anger. Right? It'll either morph into anger or it'll morph into sadness, but it all starts with fear. Literally. A dude bumps into you in the street, right? That's scary. You don't know who the fuck this person is. You don't know what they might do. But what do? Either you fight or flight. The fear just gets it into further fear, right? And it stays at fear, and it might go even to a higher level of fear, and you run, or you back up, or you take it, and because you're scared for your life, you turn it into anger because you have to defend yourself. It all starts with fear. I've learned that recently. Bradley before that fight was labeled boring. Yeah, I guess he was, but that fight was fun. Not sold on Pacheco. Yeah, me neither. You seen Tank fight in March? Nah, same dude, Roach. Some of the best advice I got from coaches was treat boxing like a dance. How so? About to change my picture to be the best boxer of all time. This is gonna be some joke shit fucking with Roy probably. And you know what? I know you guys didn't say Roy, but I did. So let me give myself a big shout for the bounce pass.
I must have forgot.
Okay.
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Get the fuck out of here!
You have ever considered being a pastor?
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Pastor?
Homie, don't play that. Homie, don't play that.
A pastor?
Shucky ducky quack quack.
A pastor? No. And that was probably some weird gay joke, but I didn't finish reading it. Is that Sean Porter? Nah, that is Adrian Broner, I believe. Yeah, it's Adrian Broner. What? The Can Man. Treating it like a dance just helps you stay calm, loose, and relaxed. Like a dance. What you mean? Some people get, yeah, I guess you got to be kind of loose when you dance. You'll be preaching, Marco. True, boxing has rhythms. What's up, Nelly? Salute everybody in the chat. Smash that like. Word up. Smash that. The only on the boxing. Well, this isn't the boxing voice. Technically, this is my own channel, but fuck it. I'll take it. I don't even know what a Pentecostal bishop is. That's some weird gay joke. I don't know what the fuck Rob's talking about. What's the obsession with Ness and bigging up above average fighter? I have no idea. I think he likes to stir the pot too. Then he creates talking points. And he keeps everything charged, which keeps people coming back and keeps people wanting to listen. And Mark, I don't know, I want to be a box trainer, but you could really help kids like me. Broner in his prime was an animal. Broner, yeah, he was a real vicious animal. Real vicious. Broner was pound for pound in his prime. Pound for pound in his prime?
Get the fuck out of here!
Broner was pound for pound in his prime?
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
He could have stayed at 130, but he decided to be great. How was your day? Good. A little cold and dark for my taste, but good. Ness fishes for a reaction, sits back and watches colors burn. Yep. Smart, though, because people do it. He's a smart man. He was 7th, I believe, Marco, in 2014. Let's see. 2014 pound, 4-pound rankings, boxing. Let's see. List of pound for pound rankings. Here we go. Mayweather, Klitschko, Pacquiao, Ward, Chocolatito, Rigondeaux, Bradley, Marquez, Carl Froch, Canelo. Wrong. Broner was pound for pound number 9 in 2013. And in October 2013. So he was in 2013. Wow, he was all the way up to number 5. Holy shit. Number 5th pound for pound. For, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 months. Okay. So Broner was pound for pound for up to 7 or 8 months in 2013. Okay. Well, you were right. That's wild. Okay. Stop playing with the can, man. I ain't playing with nobody's can. You pervert. That's crazy. I didn't know he was a top pound. I guess because he had won, what, three different weight divisions, 4 different weight divisions, a belt. HBO loved him. He was so, like, but the second he stepped up his competition, you know what I'm saying? It changed. The whole thing changed. Hold on 1 second, guys. Oh, my bad. I'm back. I am back. All right, what we got? It's exactly correct. Look at that. You called it. When did you change your picture to Adrian Broner? Just now. Just now. I have a question for you, bro. Do you miss boxing game as far as doing it? Not now. No. That's when I knew I didn't want to do it anymore. Was I remember going to a gym and I saw a dude like my size, my weight, who I would have probably sparred, right? Or, you know, and I had no competitive like juices flowing at all. Like usually as a fighter, when there's somebody anywhere near your weight, near your experience level, especially, but weight, you size them up. You get, you know, you get little butterflies, or you get like mad, like jacked up, like, you know, look at, you know, or you start questioning, like, yo, can I fuck with this? You know, like looking at what he's doing, and yo, I can handle that, and that was gone. And then when that left, I knew I wasn't gonna do it anymore. I'm back. All right, good for you. Welcome back. Welcome back. What we got? Broner had so much hype. He was going to be a superstar. Sure, if he'd won against Maidana in his big fights. Well, I mean, it wasn't just Maidana. He started losing a bunch. Not a bunch, but, you know, losing. With boxing now, it's easy to prevent CTE, you think? No. Nope. We just know about it now. So you could stop boxing. Roy is a smooth criminal. Thank you for the no-look behind the back alley-oop.
Y'all must have forgot.
With modern medicine. Nah, you can't prevent it. It's head trauma or no head trauma. You can spar less. I always sparred less than the average person. I had fights coming up. I would spar maybe once a week. No more than twice a week, right? Sometimes once every 2 weeks. Fuck it. Or I do light sparring or body sparring. Fuck that. And I'm glad I did now, because that's why now I'm good. You know, and they would call you a pussy, and sometimes you question yourself, like, yo, am I being a bitch? Like, I don't want to. Or if I would spar and take a more shots than I should have, and I had a headache or whatever, I would wait. I would wait 3-4 days until the soreness, everything, until I feel like I'm over it. I wouldn't just go right back the next day and take more fucking smashes to the head. I wouldn't do it. Now I'm glad I did that. But, you would be called a bitch or, they didn't really call me a bitch. I would question myself, like, why don't I want to? I'm like, nah, fuck it. Doesn't feel right. I'm waiting. And I would go in and I would see, like, you don't need to be in there every day or you get rusty and lose and you're not sharp. Shit's like riding a bike. You're gone for a while. It's very quick that you get everything back. So those relationship topics on TBV been lately. Epic rant from Nez about not dating dumb bum chicks was classically hilarious. Yeah, I don't know. You just start yelling sometimes. I always hear boxers saying it's more sparring than anything. That's absolutely what it is. 80 to 90% of brain damage comes from preparation, not from the fights. But it does happen. Riddick Bowe, I think, got brain damage. I think. He is the only person I've ever seen get brain damage before our eyes. Which fight? Low? Let's see. You think you know boxing? Which fight was Riddick Bowe interviewed before the fight, had no slurring, and literally in the ring after the fight was slurring heavily, and it never went away? Which fight? So that was this instance where, and look, it's accumulation in general. So it was probably that mixed with everything he went through to that point. That fight was like just tip of, the cherry on top. I'll give Lowe a second since he thinks he knows boxing so well. If he doesn't go, I'll tell you guys. So what happens? James Toney, that motherfucker told me recently, never jump rope, barely ever hit the bag. All he did was spar like 20 rounds a day, every day. Okay, made him a great defensive fighter, but he also slurs his words now. Poor guy. He's smart though. He's still sharp. He remembers everything. Me and him talk. He remembers everything. He just has slurred words. Some people don't get slurred words, but they don't remember shit. Some people shake. Some people get a little bit of all of it. I think Muhammad Ali had great recall, but his was all physical, not cognitive. Well, not memory, at least. That's why Tony was so comfortable in the pocket. Hell yeah. He is underrated. He's another guy. If he would have, it's impressive all the weight classes he went up, but he just started looking fat. I think at heavyweight, he was looking fat. Cruiser was the last weight where you could look at James Toney and not think he looked fat. He was almost fat at cruiserweight, but not. Heavy was just too much. At that point, it was just a discipline thing. He just doesn't matter how good the technology gets, you're getting punched in the head constantly. Yep, exactly. James Toney will never ran. Nope. Never. He took a shot like nobody's business, man. He was never hurt. James Toney, I got a t-shirt with him on it. Yep, that's my man. That is my man. J motherfucking T. I'll show you guys. That is my man. There it is. Look at that. Boom. My man. Up in the phone. What up, Ryan? Up north. Canada. It's probably snowing up there already, huh? Because it was cold as fuck today here. You must have a foot of snow already. Shoulder roll, fantastic, but only highly skilled fighters that can master it. I had a defense that was a bit of a hybrid. I would stay in the pocket and I learned how. I learned how to duck. I figured out my own kind of good defense too. I had a major headache after my second last sparring. That's why I took a long break. Hell yeah. Tell us. Low ain't. Nah, you don't got it. It was, Low just got quiet. It was against Andrew Galata. The second fight against Andrew Galata. Second fight against Galata. He had brain damage after. I even did a video on it. Matter of fact, let's see if I can find it. I'll play it for you guys. Riddick. Let's see. No, let's try. I don't know I don't even know if I saved it. Let's see. No. Well, I'm trying to find it for you guys. Here we go. Oh, that's like nah. Wait, what's this one? Yeah, nah, I don't have. I should put that one. I should do that one again. Though I did that one here. Well, I don't remember doing that one here. Look at that. I did that one here. I'm gonna do that one again though. Yeah, I done a video about that. But I guess I didn't save it, which I should have. I wish I did. Let's see something. 130. Okay. Yeah. Kenneth Perry, what up? Boxers eventually will have some damage. Saw videos of Larry Holmes recently shuffling feet, needing assistance. Yeah, that's a good point. He's also 75. That's a nice long life though. If your damage isn't kicking in until you're in your 70s, that's good. These dudes are getting in their 50s, 40s, and 50s. Ty Morrison was very powerful. Yes, it was. I was at Atlantic City. Gonna watch that fight now. The first day I stepped in a boxing gym, my trainer told me one bad hit, you could ruin your life. I can handle that. Okay. My style when sparring was a Loma or Jesse Rodriguez approach, dodging. Okay. Old boxers struggling to speak. That means the boxing. Yeah. CTE or pugilistic dementia, they call it. Seems like the WBO refused to rank Spence in the rankings. The WBO's going Crawford. Yeah, seems that way. Seems that way, sucker. Now, what else we got, people? I'm about to wrap it up. You feel me? I'm about to wrap this shit up like a burrito. Wrap it up like a burrito. What else we got, people? Was at the Boxing Hall of Fame last year. Yeah, his is bad. I had him on a live once. It was just heartbreaking. It was like so uncomfortable. Michael Dokes did have some fast hands. You just saw my video, I assume. I see all football guys with way less CT. Apparently, Eon, football is worse. They get worse than we do as fighters. I know, Marco, every time I go in that ring, I put my life on the line, but I want to see how far I can go in the sport. Yeah? Look, dying in the ring is very unlikely, right? Happens, very unlikely. Having a serious injury, very unlikely. But suffering effects mentally years later. I'm going to say, from everybody I know, maybe 25% of fighters, I'd say it's a 25% chance. So look, if somebody says to you, you got 75% chance of being fine, that's good odds. I'd say about two or three, maybe 2 people out of 10, 2 or 3 out of 10 get brain damage of all, like when I think of all the champions. And so it's not the worst odds, but that's still shit. Somebody goes, yo, you got 25% chance you might not be able to remember shit or not be able to talk for at least half of your life. No, more than half of your life. Would you take it? But you'll get possibly money and fame. Is that worth it? That's what you got to think about. Yeah, that's true. If Javon doesn't fight a credible fighter, will they turn the boxing fans? No, because he's so fucking exciting to watch. I'd rather get punched in the head than take hits from a football. I don't know. Nunn doesn't have brain damage. I've seen him interviewed. Nunn's good. I wonder what's the average career for a boxer lengthwise. That's a great question. Lately, dudes have been going. Some have been fighting 20, 30 years. What about the defensive mindset fighters have? Nah. Maybe not my life. Yeah, man. Hard to tell. It ain't hard to tell. I excel, then prevail. All right. All right, peoples. I'm going to biggity bounce like a leaf. I'm gonna bounce like a leaf. Appreciate you guys. We'll catch you tomorrow. I'm gonna try and keep it show at 10 o'clock. Be prompt. I'm gonna do my best, but kids, family, sometimes shit calls. All right, peace.